Hello, everybody. I am Tyler, also known as Ty Ty, and I am here for a deck profile. So, I know, I hope actually I can get this posted really soon. Um, so somebody, uh, commented down below, and he said he wanted to see a deck profile, and he also wanted to see me play some, the Quaplorphs and the, Burning Abyss, which I will try to do, but I warn you, I'm not that great at deck building. I like to add my own little touches to it, and I'm not that giant on doing what the meta makes you want to do. So anyways, this is actually a little bit changed from my original deck that I had on the replays I did. For example, I got rid of Senju, and I got rid of one Gunyear to run triple Valkyrius, just because I never seen this card before, and my friend told me about it. I was like, oh, I'll check this guy out, and I actually like this guy way better. So anyways, let's get down with the deck profile. We'll start with the monsters first. So, okay. First up, 2-Chain. I run 2 Gisji Chain. My friend told me that Senju is just better for him. I like Gisji Chain though, because I run so many rituals that it's really easy for me to search them out. So it's not that giant of a problem to me. And also I get to rearrange the cards just in case. I want this card in like this. Next up, 3 Maju of the 10,000 hands. Now, this guy is way better than Sanju, just for the fact being that Sanju only lets you add a monster, a ritual monster, while 10,000 lets you add a ritual monster or a spell card. So I run 3 of them just because he's really nice to get those cards out. Next up, I run 2 Shirt. Yeah, that's how you say his name. Just for the fact being that not only is he used as a he can be used for the ritual summon, like the whole thing, for one ritual, one Nekroz. So he's nice if I want to just get out a Trishula or a Unicorn or a Valkyrius if I want to get out Valkyrius. And he also lets me search out when he's used for a ritual. Well, when he's tributed, but that's a ritual summon basically. He lets me search out a warrior type Nekroz monster like Bronic or Bryonic, Trishula, Callius. And Callius and Bryonic are basically this they're the searchers of the cards, and with those cards I can get out anything else. Okay, so that's all the monsters I have, that's all the regular monsters I have. Next, let's get on with the rituals. The ritual lineup is really simple. 3 Trishula, 3 Valkyrius, 2 Gunyear, 3 Bronic, 3 Unicorn, and 3 Callus. And to talk about it, basically, 3 Trishula is really good. Not only is he able to banish from the hand, deck, or not the deck, but from the field. I'm sorry, it's late again. I decided to record late today because everybody's gone, everybody left, so I'm nice alone. I can record. I can post this video when I'm done. But enough of my rambling. Trishula is good because I like his field effect, where he banishes a card from the hand, grave, and deck. Missed it again. Hand, grave, and field. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really bad at this. And with that, I'm able to get rid of a lot of card. I'm able to get rid of a lot of card. I'm able to get rid of usually any card in the graveyard. It doesn't really matter to me what card's in the graveyard if it's just a random card. A card in the hand, which is always nice to get rid of your opponent's hand advantage, and a card on the field. Usually people will have a monster I may not want to get over, or a spell and or trap card that I want to get rid of. And Trishul is just the perfect solution for that. And also, his hand effect is that when one of my Nekloth monsters, or Nekroz, however it's said, OCG or TCG, when a Nekroz monster is targeted for a card, or by a card or effect, I can discard him and negate the activation, which is really nice. So if my opponent tries to activate, I don't know, insert random card that targets, I can get rid of Trishula and then negate that, and that's really nice because then my opponent just kind of has to find a new way to get rid of him. Next up, we get Valkyrius. I hope I'm saying it right, Valkyrius. I think so. And this guy is a guy I added in just now, and I think the deck runs so much better with him rather than not having him. So let's talk about what he does. So basically, he's a level 8, and you're able to get him out pretty simple with a shirt. And what he does is he lets his hand effect, which is when he's in your hand, when your opponent declares an attack, I can banish a Nekroz monster from my grave and discard him to negate the attack and end the battle phase. And I really like that because it doesn't say when it's attacked directly or when it attacks one of your monsters, whether it has to be a Nekroz monster or not. So if my opponent tries to attack anything, I can negate it. Now usually it's gonna either be attacking directly, or me having cards on or me having one of my Nekroz. But he's just a nice card to have, and he ends the battle phase. So even if my opponent, if I had any of my Nekroz monsters, and I knew that my opponent could get rid of them by attacking, and they attack anything say I have Maju on the field, I'd still just use Valkyrius because he ends the battle phase. Really nice card. Anyways, next I run 2 Gungnir. Gungnir is level 7, and I'm not a giant fan of her. I did run 3 of her, but I find it's she's not that great of a card. All she really does is I'm able to discard her, and then I can target one of my Nekroz monsters, and then they can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect this turn. So that's really nice. If my opponent, let's say, tries to Dark Hole, I'd be like Gungnir, or I guess for Jackie nowadays because Dark Hole is useless. My opponent Gekis tries to get rid of Trishula. Boom, Gungnir. Trish is safe. You can't get over that. I guess you could get over it, but it's just a really nice card to have, and I'd rather have it than not have it. Next up, I run 3 Bryonic. I not never, but I rarely summon Bryonic. Just because he's not as great as I want him to be. What he does on the field is that I can target 1 or 2 monsters on the field that were special summoned from the extra deck, and then I shuffle them back into the deck. So that would work for pendulum monsters too that were special summoned from the extra deck, and then they go back into the main deck, which is nice if you're playing Koploff, or Clefort, whatever they're called nowadays. Their name is always changed for some reason. It's a nice card, but I usually don't get him out. I usually use his other effect, which is I discard him and add a Nekroz monster from my deck to my hand. And he's basically the searcher. He's really nice because he's really easy to search with preparation of rites or with shirt. So anyways, next up I got 3 Nekroz Unicorn. So what Unicorn does, and I usually summon Unicorn just because I like Unicorn. Unicorn has to be my favorite by design, and not necessarily effect, but by design. Uh, it definitely takes the cake. But anyways, so his effect is that I can discard him and then target a Nekroz in my graveyard and add it to my hand. So that's really nice if I want to search with Collis, but I want to use Collis, I just add Collis back to hand, or if I search with Bryonic and I want to, for once, use Bryonic, I can search him out. If I use Valkyrius and I want to use him again, I can search him out. And then also I have Unicorn in the grave as to banish when I use Valkyrius effect. And I also like his second effect, which is I'm able to negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field that were special summoned from the extra deck. So let's say you have all these like crazy. Say your opponent gets out all these crazy Xyz or Synchros or Fusions, gets out the Dark Law. It's like, okay, okay, go for Unicorn. Unicorn's sorry there. Unicorn's effect gets rid of or banish it, not banish, negates. I'm sorry, my mind is everywhere today. Negates all of my opponent's effects. Next up is Nekroz Collis. So Collis, Collis. He is your spell searcher. He helps get out your spells. The spells also help out get. The spells also help to get you the spells because they're able to banish themselves to add new ones. But I like Collis because I can add him back with Unicorn. So let's talk about this card. I'm able to I am able to discard him to add a Nekroz spell or trap card to my deck from my deck to my hand. And also the second effect is that during either player's turn, I can target one monster on the field that is special summoned from the extra deck. Its attacks become 0. So that's really nice. I really like it if I do the loop. If I do the chain where I get a Collis and Trishula at the same time, then I can banish back row and keep Collis for the monster in attack mode, because maybe it's a monster from the extra deck, maybe it's a fusion or a Xyz or a synchro, and I just want to make it 0 and make it worthless to them. And then I can go for major damage. Trishula can banish like maybe some set cards they have for protection. Next up, it's time for the spell cards. I don't run any traps because this deck is so fast. Trap cards really aren't useful. Lots of decks are like that. I know Burning Abyss, not a lot of people play traps with them anymore. But enough of that. I'm running out of time. Holy crap. Nekroz, not Nekroz, but spell cards. I run 2 Miracle Fusion. Just because I send Quasar and Barkion to the grave a lot. So then I have him in the grave. Why not use him? Get out Draco Kois. Get that extra beat down. I love Draco Kois. He's so cool. 3 Upstart Goblins. I like to draw. It's nice to be able to have that draw power. I'm running out of time. 3 Preparation Rites. Rites lets me add Bronic or lower Collis or Unicorn, and Bronic can search out anything else, which is really nice. 2 Exo Mirror. I don't use Exo Mirror that much because whenever I use Exo Mirror, it's usually get rid of a Maju for a Unicorn or get rid of Shirt for an anything. But I run 3 Kaleido Mirror because this extra deck, except for the Draco Kois, all farther for the mirrors. And then next up 3 MST, just in case my opponent has set cards. That's always nice to have. I am running out of time. I'm almost going to be out of time. That's why I'm kind of hurrying it up. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe in that order. Check out my other videos. Check out the Nekroz video. And I want to thank... I can't remember who it is. I'll put a link in the description who he is. I want to thank you all for watching. And goodbye.